Yep, and of course now Apple's Tim Cook may be a familiar figure in the industry, but what about the name Duan Yongping? Does anyone know who he is? Well, he's this reclusive billionaire who's co-founded Chinese smartphones that you talked about, of course, Oppo and Vivo. Speaking to Bloomberg in what he said was his first interview in a decade, Duan said that Apple lost market share in China because it did not adapt to the market.
Right, Bloomberg News Asia tech editor Edwin joins us now from Beijing. Edwin, so we don't really know much about this character. What do we know about Duan so far?
So Duan is the billionaire founder of Oppo and Vivo. And you're right, he's not really well known outside of Chinese circles, but in his home country, he's a bit of a local celebrity. He was amongst the first wave of Chinese entrepreneurs who took advantage of Deng Xiaoping's liberalization reforms. And you know, back in the day, he created some of China's earliest kind of nationally recognized electronics brands. And of course, now he scored arguably his greatest success yet with Oppo and Vivo.
Yeah, absolutely. Kind of reminds me of Adrian of Xiaomi. And, you know, these aren't names, Oppo and Vivo. Not a lot of people know these names outside China. So how exactly did these two brands beat out not just Apple? You're also talking about Samsung here as well.
That's right. I mean, literally, Oppo and Vivo have cornered the market along with Huawei just in the past few quarters. And they did it, I think, through a combination of savvy marketing. They really knew how to go after the local Chinese consumer who tends to prefer like in-store demonstrations. They like, you know, tricked out specs, you know, whether it's battery life or charging speeds or just sheer memory size. And also another advantage they had over Apple was really strong and broad local connections. So they managed to harness, you know, kind of the power of tens of thousands of retail resellers across the country to both plug their wares as well as provide those in-store demonstrations that are so crucial.